I'm the champ, I'm the champ, I'm the champ of that.
Put your hands up, time to wild out. This is how we do it, we here to turn it out. Put your hands up, time to wild out.
This is the one and only R-Rated Rugged Man, and I'm checking out my people at yadamedia.net. You should do the same.
Yo, my flow reminiscent of a prime grand pool ball, my tongue sharper than
Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar speaks his mind. It makes people hate him, but honesty is the best policy. He's honest to who he is, and he's speaking his mind. And I see everybody going against that man because he's speaking his mind. And Jamar's a good man and is a lot more educated than all the idiots that are fucking commenting against him, and knows more, but forgot more about hip hop than any of these fuckers even ever knew about it. So I respect him. He's doing it. And you know, there's a lot of people speaking their mind, you know, but you know, hip hop will always have Chuck D. You go to his Twitter, that dude will have knowledge after knowledge of his mind. You know, people speak their mind and speak wisdom in hip hop. That's what it's supposed to be about. Is being yourself and speaking what you believe, you know, not conforming and saying what you're supposed to say, you know?
Out the pissy alleyway, side of the burnt building, heroin addicts and the rats.
The world is too sensitive, you know, the fucking whole, sometimes, oh, we're gonna save society from society and we're gonna better man. That worsens man. You know, somebody, you know, so elitist attitude of like, I know what's good for everybody and I'm gonna dictate what people can't say and dictate how people are supposed to live and eat, and I'm gonna do good for man and help man do these things. It's like, no, who are you? You're nobody. You're a fucking other person. You can't tell me how to live my life or how to dictate my shit. I don't want to be controlled. But they think like, you know, let's control them and tell them and teach them how to be. And that's not right. That's not the way the world is meant to be. You know, you're not a god. You're a person with a power. You know, that's all. You ain't a god. So don't tell me all the way we're supposed to say things and react to things and think, and it's getting worse by the day, undeniably. Well, because the softies took over. Soft ass bitches took over. It's like, you know, soft, you know, make every pussify the nation so they can control you. And that sounds like conspiracy theory shit, but it's not. It's like, you know, let them rely on us, let them depend on us. The government really works like that. And let them need us and keep them weak. And, you know, they need us and we control them easy that way. That's reality. And I mean, look through history. It's not no conspiracy theorist. It's history and part of the present at the same time.
Yo, I'm uncontrollably gifted. I totally ripped it. I'm vocally vicious, naming the best ever. I'm supposed to be listed, even if I'm emotionally and overly twisted and socially timid and every chicken.
Well, Kendrick, it's good to see. It's refreshing to see a lyricist doing his thing. You know what I mean? I don't think Kendrick is the best lyricist out there, but I think it's good to see a lyricist being promoted rather than a whack rapper being promoted, because there's so many whack rappers. So to have somebody that's lyrical and says unique things and interesting things and having a machine behind an actual lyricist is a good thing for hip-hop. You know what I mean? I still think Papoose came very, very unbelievably hard against him and violated him. And Kendrick politically isn't going to say nothing back to Papoose because it's not going to politically help his career. But, you know, if on some rap shit, Papoose took his manhood on that track. So he should respond to that one. The other responses was kind of whatever, but that damn Papoose response, I was like, whoa, he went personal on this dude. So, you know.
With a B-movie actress, shotgun next to the bed and the wad of cash under the mattress. Is the kid I wasn't.
Yeah, there's politicians I respect. I really don't want to campaign for any right now, and so I mean this guy and that guy and this guy. But, you know, actually, every politician that's a piece of shit, even if you listen to what they have to say, some of them have moments of truth. You know, so you could go, this guy's 80% asshole, this guy's 40% asshole, this guy's 20% asshole. You know, you listen to a guy like Ron Paul, I know people think he's an asshole sometimes, and some people worship him. But you listen to Ron Paul, there's a lot of truth that comes out of his mouth. You go, wow, he's actually saying things he shouldn't say because that won't help him politically, and you respect that. And then there's things you disagree with Ron Paul on, you know. And the same thing, like you could take whoever the worst presidents ever are. You could take Obama and Bush, and yeah, 90% of both of the shit that come out their mouths are bullshit. But then you go, oh, that's decent, I guess, what he said. You know, like, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, I mean, but I don't endorse no politician right now that I could think of. Like, Hillary Clinton's going to be the next president, and that's disgusting because, you know, it's a popularity contest. So she's famous, you know, Hillary, so okay, she'll be the next president, and everyone, and then anyone who goes against Hillary, they're going to say he's a sexist, a misogynist, hates women, and, that, you know, they're sort of going to hold, you know, exploit the whole female demographic, whether it's what the demographic believes in or not. They're going to make it so if you don't believe in it, you're a misogynist. It's like, you know, there's a good chance that'll happen. There's a good chance she'll be the next president, and that's horrible. Oh my God. But who's her competition too? You know, you got Chris Christie, you know, they're saying, you know, the Jersey cat, Hillary Clinton. But, you know, it's quite a few years away, so, you know, some magic guy that they invent might come out of nowhere too, like Obama did. Like all of a sudden some magical new dude come out of nowhere that they oh, the Messiah, okay, the next Superman Messiah that they just made up might come out of somewhere too. So we don't know. You know, the next elections are far away, and who cares anyway, because they're puppets anyway, and they're just talking pieces, and they're gonna do whatever they're told anyway. So.
The most underrated artist of the century and controversy. I'm Eminem to the 10th degree. Those bullets that hit Pac were probably meant for me.
Now, you know what it is when you're young? Everything looks so much bigger than it is. Like every problem looks so much bigger. Every issue seems like you need to resolve it at that second. So like when you're young, you just want to, you know, for 1 second of any kind of situation, you want to hit somebody with a fucking bottle or smash somebody with a brick, or okay, boom, but like everything is react, or like if something doesn't go your way, it seems huge, and you're like, oh, it's not gonna work, and you're fucking going a rampage when you're a kid, you know? You're 18, 17, 19, 20, 21, the world looks against you in your mind. But when you get a little older, you realize that all these little things are little baby steps, little nothings, you know? Somebody gives you the finger in the crowd, you don't hit him with a brick. You know, throw a little water on him, maybe throw a kick at his chest or something. You don't put him in a hospital. You just, hey, dickhead, shut up. You know, you don't start a riot every second you get a chance to. You know, when I was a young kid, every fucking event was riots and lunacy and insanity, and you know, your fans are coming there to be entertained and have a good show. So I like to entertain. So I don't want every show to end in some bloodshed nonsense, and you know, I want to put on a good show. You know, so I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need every day of my life to be, you know, nonsense. You know. No, that's it. I like my health, and I like my lungs healthy, and I like to be able to, you know, not rely on hype men, so I could do all my syllables. Like, I got better breath control than 98% of the rappers in the game, you know? And that's talking about the 15-year-olds, the 25-year-olds, the 28, like, my breath control is real deep. And that's because I don't smoke, nothing, cigarettes, weed, anything, and I don't do drugs. I just take care of myself. I don't see how some of these rappers party every single night, drinking, doing blow, doing, you know, the new Molly shit, and then the next day they're doing the show again. That's why they need mad people on the stage with them, helping them do their sets, because they couldn't be a one-man show like I do it if they're partying that way, you know. And they can't give the energy I give. I need that energy, you know.
We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck.
New Jack.
Well, producer-wise, Mr. Green has got my attention for the last year. He's my favorite producer. I think he's doing amazing things for hip-hop. And I think a lot of the big albums that are coming out now, I think they had Green working on some of the production. They could make more classics coming out. You know, I think if like a Jay or Eminem or some of them big-name cats had a dude like Mr. Green in the studio with them, they'd be making classics. And just today they were playing Chris Calico's goddamn CD in the car, and I was like, yo, the melodies this man comes up with. I mean, he could rhyme his ass off, but then he's so melodic and musical, and not to be on no, like, you know, other shit, but Chris Calico could be a fucking millionaire off of writing songs and choruses and melodies for other artists. His melodies are phenomenal, so he's just got my attention because we listened to it today. So, you know, there's a lot of artists. You could play something else tomorrow that'll get my attention. Like, oh, today they were playing Puffy's artist in the car, King Los. And King Los had my attention. I thought he was a nice up-and-coming cat with some good rhymes. You know, it all depends what day it is, because there's a lot of talent in hip-hop, you know. So.
Still maintain 1991, now my whole career started buzzing. You seen his stage shows, he gets the crowd.
My father gave me all the good advice. Yeah, he gave me tons of advice. But he gave me little stupid advices, too, that are cool, like before you buy the eggs, open it up, make sure no egg is cracked. Or my man's father told me when you make a cup of tea, put the tea bag under the spoon and let it soak at the bottom and bring, you know, those aren't the best advice I ever got, but those are little advices I got in life. You know? I'm just trying not to be complex on you.
You're a superstar. You're a shining star. You're a superstar.
Well, I already did 100 shows since the album came out, and that's not that long ago. And we're doing another, I think, 17 on this U.S. one. We just did 18 and 19, and or 20. I don't know how many. But then I'm headed to Russia. Then I'm headed to Switzerland. Then I'm headed to Germany. Then I come home and go to the West Coast, shoot some videos, and then flying back out to Germany. And then I have a whole tour that's lined up with a lot of talented big-name rappers who I respect, so I hope that tour goes through. And then February I go back out to a Scandinavian tour. So I'm just gonna be doing a lot of shows, you know, to promote the record. And you know, what happens too is when I do these shows, I get money. I could go shoot some visuals for the Legends Never Die album, you know, because the world hasn't heard that album yet.
You're a superstar.